evening. My name is Samantha De Leon, and today I'll be talking to you about sexual harassment in the workplace. Before I start, I would like to tell you what the definition of the US EEOC means. It stands for the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Now, what is sexual harassment? Defined by the United States EEOC, sexual harassment is a form of sexual discrimination that violates the Civil Rights Act of 1964. In other words, it is anything unwanted sexually, whether it be through cell phone, meaning if you've already told an employee no to any advances they're making towards you and they're constantly calling you, that is sexual harassment. Through text messages, whether again, an employee you've told no to is constantly texting you, inviting you places, and harassing you. Next, email. Again, whether an employee or employer is emailing you at work, again, asking you after you've told them no. Verbally or physically. Of course, if anyone tells you anything verbally that's unwanted or even touching you that's unwanted. Some facts about sexual harassment are, according to the United States EEOC, the victim as well as the harasser may be a man or a woman. The victim does not have to be of the opposite sex. Meaning, the harassment can either be male to male or even two females, female to female. A victim can be any employee from a custodian to a CEO. An employee's superiority does not define who the victim may be. It can be anyone from a custodian to the CEO to the owner and to the manager. It can either come from anyone, anywhere, anytime, and that is sexual harassment. Also defined by the United States EEOC, the victim does not have to be the person harassed, but could be anyone affected by the offensive conduct. In other words, if a conversation you hear offends you, you become a victim. Whether you're standing next to someone in a group at your work, and they bring up something or they're joking around and it offends you, you become a victim of sexual harassment. Now, how to report sexual harassment. According to the United States EEOC, the first thing to do is, if you are a victim of harassment, the first step you need to do to resolve this is to let the offending party know that you find their conduct offensive. In other words, all you have to do is pull the offender to the side and let them know that they're harassing you, what they're telling you, what they're emailing you, what you're calling you, why they're texting you. If it offends you in any way, pull them to the side and let them know what they're doing is bothering you. 2, if the harassment doesn't stop, the next step is to go through your employer's sexual harassment procedure. Every workplace should have one. Just go to your boss, let them know what's going on at work, who it is, what they're doing, and they'll let you know what steps to take after that. 3, if nothing has stopped or been solved after going through your place of employment, you will now need to file a complaint with the EEOC. If your job does nothing for you, the next step you need to do is you gotta go to the big guys, which is the United States EEOC, and they will let you know what to do. Oh, but the first thing you need to do is definitely go to the offender and let them know what's going on, and again, go to your boss right after that. Lastly, if the appropriate governmental agency issues a right to sue letter, you may bring a civil lawsuit for any injuries you suffered due to sexual harassment. This is according to lawfine.com. If your offender is offending you to the point where the EEOC needs to come in and they give you a right to sue, you can go do a lawsuit and you guys can go to court and let it go from there. Sexual harassment is a very serious and common situation in the workplace. Defined by fairygodboss.com, at least 1 in 4 women experience sexual harassment in the workplace. And the EEOC study found that some reports are as high as 85%. Now, I would like to thank you all for coming, and if you have any questions, please let me know.